And hello everybody and welcome back to our Kenji's Gaming. Kenji's here bringing some more Space Engineers and the Hoodwinked scenario. Alright guys, last time we were here we had spent a lot of time on the main base. We'd upgraded a few things, we'd got some things in place, and the base itself is looking rather snazzy. So if I just go back to the main base for the moment using the spectator cam, as you can also see, whilst it's deciding it's going to load in, you've got this entire huge disc that's now the entire ceiling of the mining area, and I'm umming and ahhing at the moment about whether to keep on expanding outwards some more, because just above me, where the unknown signal is, there's a tunnel that comes down, and I was thinking maybe that would be like a nice ramp in or something like that, but I'm umming and ahhing about that one still, because you know, there, where is it? It's not that one, it's that one there, that tunnel there. Remember, I accidentally bored too deep. As you can see, I've also got all 8 of our solar panels in place, and I've also, if I bring it around to here, I've now got these lovely new hydrogen oxygen farms, which are tracking the sun quite nicely with their respective tracking stations right underneath there. I've also expanded out, if I go in here and slow down the speed modifier, I've also had to expand out our bays for collecting ores. So now all the 4 of these are now ores only. All 4 of these are ingots only, because I do have a lot of them. And then you've got things like this one here is specially iron ingot, this one here is silicon, and then you've got stone and gravel. Just so that as I'm mining stuff, I can separate things out and I can see things better. Sorry, I don't know where that came from, but that was an irritant in my eye. Alright, okay, so yeah, we've now got things under control. Things are slowly but surely starting to work. I mean, if you remember, I also expanded out the greenhouse before the last episode. We worked on the landing pad for the carryall, and like I say, seeing all of this all tiled out is encouraging, because I'm thinking like making, once I get the this wide enough, if I decide to make it any wider, laying it down the walls, laying off the floors, and then basically making like bays for some vehicles and things like that, and like having like a platform that will rise up and down in here. I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to do that yet, but it's a work in progress. So we are getting there. So I thought I was going to go across to the to our Oasis base, and I was going to get things started on that, because I am starting to run out of ice again. I do need to expand this out a lot. Unfortunately, this arm is probably my biggest bugbear at the moment. I really need to do something about this. Because if I remove something from over there, this entire thing drops. I mean, spectacularly. It's kind of funny, really. I did this last night, and yeah, it was comical. So I'm going to have to find another way of doing things. I've got 150 steel plate. I've got steel tube, metal grids, and displays. As well as a ton of other things in the cargo bays, for building some more of these. So I think that's what I'm going to first do. I mean, this is going to have to be all done manually, mind you, because we're in the middle of nowhere. We don't have the luxury of the land shark, so we'll add things in. There we go. So I'm going to start, I think, by adding in our cargo bays. I am going to need some materials. Sorry, I thought I clicked on some things over. Maybe I had in the previous iteration, but this time around I hadn't yet done so. I'm going to guess power. Oh. Okay. Alright, well, whilst I'm doing this, guys, do remember to hit that subscribe button, smash that like button, tap that notification bell, and leave us that nice comment below. Grab a load of that too. Okay. So we've got a bit of everything, just in case. Okay, so the idea was I wanted to expand this out. 3 either side. Like say, the initial idea was maybe to add in like a connector there, but I don't think I'm going to be able to do that. So I think I'm going to instead I'm going to add in the connector here. Yeah, like that. So I think I'm going to start with the connector. Get this in place. There we go. Because that is probably the most important one. And then these two are my next like critical components. Part of the reason why I'm decided to go so far is I'm really am hoping to get some more insects to appear as well. You know, even though I think I've got like about 100 meat sitting at home in the main base. Right, grab that one. Not sure why I had to click several times. But there we go. That's that one done. Now we need is these 3. 1, 2, 3. There we go. And basically just getting the main systems done first. We can always put a flooring in later. I do need to sort out food at some point, so getting this done and getting back to base is like priority. Okay, why am I not getting the... It's just the interior plate now. Okay, where is all my interior plate? No, and no. Okay. Fairy snuff. Snuff for fairies. We'll come in here. Even though we can't see a poxy thing going on. We'll get this going. Look at that. And then 5. So it starts boring down into the ground. Now I think... Yeah, we've got a load of materials there. So whilst that's drilling down, We'll get the chopper in place. Ooh. There we go. Look at that. Do need to get some lighting sorted out at some point by the looks of it. Just to be able to see where we're going. Even if it's not actually on the chopper itself, to be frank with you. Oh, we do. Oh, okay. And we'll go this way around. Load of stone picking up on this one. Let's change both again. No, okay. So that's all maxed out, so we can't take any more of this stone. Isn't too much of an issue at this moment in time, because we just need to get the rig sorted out, get that going, and we can then just sort of head back to base, sort out some other things while that's going on. Right. Let's get some height in there. Because that space pirate beacon over there, the one that's near the middle of the screen, is that way. That needs to be looked into. That pirate relay outpost again another item we need to look into and potentially capture at some point. Yeah, it's always at night when I start these videos. Sorry. Yeah, it's always like that. Hopefully we won't run into too many issues, but I'm thinking if we go back, sort out a bit of food, head back again, yeah, we shouldn't have a problem. Where are we? I mean, it is a crying shame, though, that you can't get these chopper blades in a larger variety for, like, you know, large grid. But yeah, it's good enough. Must be going over a mountain because the altimeter keeps on going down. I'm having to hold down the space bar just to be able to climb above them to maintain about a 300-meter height. Although we are getting close back to our base. Start the slowing process, because the Cobra does not stop quickly. I have to do a military maneuver there. Downward view of the base. Find our landing grid. Oops. start descent. Hello. Yeah, I should have thought of where I put those actually. I mean, although I was thinking, I think it was last night actually. I was thinking about like doing like a new type of like bay to put all of our vehicles in, as well as like a dedicated landing, like pad for. Hey, what am I catching on? Yeah, I'm not sure what I caught there. I see. I must have caught the front end on the gantry. Whoa. Okay. Alright, so obviously everything's kicking in. I still haven't resolved this. I don't know what's wrong with it. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. It's quite peculiar. I'm not sure why things are not kicking in properly. I mean, I don't have anything else in the background. Really do need to grow more material, more foods, I mean. But I have found, like, just something as simple as, where is it? Spaghetti. There it is. 71%. All it needs, 3 grain, 1 veggie, 1 mushroom, boom, 71% fill. So I'm just going to produce like 10 of them. I think I just heard my engineer's tummy rumble, which must mean I'm down at 20%. I am down at 20%. So yeah, I think you get to that sort of point, it does happen. It's cool that actually that occurs. Now what would you call that? Meal pack. And there's the rest of my spaghetti meal packs. Don't know why they went in there, but hey, there we go. Okay, so that's us mostly filled, I believe. Yeah, because 20 plus 71 is 91%. So that's all cool. What am I here? Grab a bit of action there. No, that's not going to heal me. But okay, I'm okay with that. You're not going to let me out, are you? Even though that is on a separate grid and should not be filling, somehow that is still filling with oxygen, and I don't know why. I'm thinking about moving that over here, but I don't know. I don't know what's going on there. Okay, as for what's next, I believe that we need to take the carryall. Yeah, take the carryall, sorry, and the land shark, head back to the other base, connect up, which is going to look absolutely hysterical, I tell you. And then from there we can... That is cool. Take off the landing locks. Take off the locks on there. Hey. Ah, there we are. Right. See if I can get this right this time. Turn back on the merge block so I instantly lock on. There we go. That sound means we're locked on. Okay, so shark connector, and we will do a switch lock. There we go. So now we are free. Now, one of you mentioned that it might be an idea that if I'm going to do anything with dropping it, to do a remote and park it that way. I think that is actually a good idea. I think that is what I'm going to have to do. So let's go and have a look, see how in this short amount of time how much damage we've rendered. Though I didn't get the parts I need, but hopefully I've got something in the land shark. Yeah, in the build and repair system. Because you know how it is with the build and repair system. Some reason it and Izzy script don't work together. So if I go in here, go inventory, go like that. Oh, bloomin' heck! The square root of nothing. Oh no, sorry, that's because I had it in the wrong mode. Yeah, we might be lucky. We might be able to get away with it. Alright, continue on our journey. Now what I am thinking of doing, I don't know, future point is building some sort of drone to be able to take from the Oasis base back to the main base. Because we need a way of being able to constantly supply with ice and other materials. Now, what I'm thinking is there may have to be some sort of like series of timer blocks, and we also need to add in things like solar arrays and wind turbines and stuff like that. And it's going to get complicated. Okay, so we are fast approaching our destination. Yeah, there it is, right there. We're slowing down. Okay. Let's try and stabilize our okay. Adjust myself in my seat. See if we can find ourselves a landing point. Ah, there we go. That's better. You can see now. Floodlights have kicked in. So okay. Now let's see, remote access. What's large grid 287? That's the one we were on, I think. That's okay. I don't think I've got a large grid actually on the Landshark. So, well, for now, we'll just put on the parking. see what we can do. Okay, so looks like the land shark has already actually dealt with the, as much as it can, with the that needs about another 100. I'm not sure why I don't have enough. Oh well, we'll go and check, find out. Probably because I literally just don't have enough. Yeah. That's alright then. Drop! Okay, so what damage have we done here? Well, that's not too bad. I was expecting a little faster, but it's not too bad for what it is. Oh god, that is loud. Still got the old original ice field there. Just sort of trying to understand the terrain at the moment, how far out this goes, and why that doesn't seem to be lowering. That's, what is going on? What is going on? Square piston. Well, that is extending, but very slowly, because I've got that humongous arm. Might as well heal up while we're here. The joys of the old survival kits. Okay. Do we have a camera on the back of this? No, we don't. Next obvious question, why don't we? Okay, so we're going to have to do this eyeballing. This is going to be risky. So this is what I'm suggesting we do. We save, we take off, we pray to God. Wrong way. Sort of eyeballing this as best as I can, having to get close to the screen just to be able to see what I'm doing. Yeah, just being able to roll in. Didn't want to take off. Right, so height is not the issue. It's really just rotation. And distance. I'm clipping something there. That's why. Alright. No, 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 no! And that, ladies and gentlemen, is why you saved. Okay. How do I get around this? Or don't I? I think the answer is I don't. Okay. This is what we're going to do. We're going to just reload the game. We're going to take off. We're going to head else and do something elsewhere. Because that was an absolute travesty. Until I can actually get my act together and actually put a remote block on the land shark, so I can remote control that sucker. Why on earth did they do it? That if you put on the parking brake, it doesn't automatically translate to the vehicle underneath. It just doesn't make sense. But that's the what we've been given. We've got to roll with it. So now we've got to wait until we get in. One of these days I'm going to have to try and build that hangar. Just to get an idea of what's going on in there. But that's the one thing I don't get is right there by the truck. You got the cargo container that's at an angle. Shouldn't the game have deleted that automatically? But because every time I try and do something like that, the game deletes it because it doesn't have a battery attached to it or something like that. Unless it does have a battery attached to it and we just don't see it. Alright, well, I'm going to... Yeah, okay, I'm not sure what I'm going to do here. Actually, I've got an idea. I'm going to try something here. If I do it this way around... I'll do a vehicle drop there. I thought it was going to do that. Oh, come on. Oh, not too bad. Okay, I thought it was going to be worse. I thought it was going to run off or something like we had last time. We really need lighting around here as well, so I think this is one of the things I'm going to have to do off camera at some point, is go back and get all the materials I need and completely go for a... Oh, there we go. Nice! Okay, so... vehicle only, put in repair systems, there we go. We're going to go I'm just going to grab everything. I didn't care where it was. Okay, so that has got a ton of stuff. We're good. Okay. Get that away from there. Oops. Turn the batteries off as well. We don't want to waste power, do we? We're not those sort of people. Well, this is certainly working out better, he says before the next disaster happens. Does that mean I've locked on? Yes. It's a rather awful sounding lock on, but I'm still surprised we haven't even got to daylight yet. Still need to build more bridges to be able to make this sort of trip easier. But I think the drone is definitely going to be the next way forward. Although I really want to start thinking about like building an interplanetary ship, or at least something to be able to get us into space. Maybe even replacing out some of the systems on here with the coalition parts to be able to not sure what happened there. Got enough power. Glitch maybe? Also still need to dig out that mine shaft. I think that's probably going to be of our next ports of call once we've got that. That pirate base over there, but I just need to go and grab some bits for the hacking system. Okay, so we're landed. There we go. Just going to drop everything off. We don't need. We go E-War, we go. That's what we want. Do that. I think what we're going to also need to do is we're going to need to grab the assault cannon shells into the land shark cargo. What is wrong with me? There we go. That'll do. Now this I can do this way. So if we go like that, go in here, go remote access into terminal. Right, that does that. Okay. So we've got the sun rising in the north. We're heading towards this pirate relay. When we get to about 2 kilometers, we'll drop off, move the carry-all into a safe area, and we'll start with the assault. Because I'm going to bet it's a pirate relay outpost. It's going to have defences. And I don't mean just a border around the building. Well, we're in lock-on range. Oh god. It's going down fast. Oh! Something's dropped off. I think we just lost some engines. Well, we lost something anyway. Looks like the ladder. Oh! Looks like they've done some damage to us this time around. Oh, build and repair systems are trying to heal itself. In the main, I think we came off lightly scarred. I mean, could have been worse. Oh, wow. Okay. So, it looks like we're going to have to do a little bit of field repairs. I need some interior plate. Wow, that was incredible. I wasn't expecting drones, but we got drones. Need some motors. Where am I going to get motors from? I don't have any motors. Maybe I should carry some spare parts in like the carry-all or something. Got an idea though. That part there. We'll change that to... Can I get some parts out of that? No, not enough. I need about another 20. Okay, I think let's head towards the outpost. We might have to start by defeating its weapons, so start with the cannon, larger range, we'll go weapons, I think I might have to start building some dedicated warfare material here, stuff to be able to It's weird what's going on here. We've still got the sound effects as if we're using like engines, jet engines, sorry. Oh yeah, there's also those drones. Forgot about them. Well, that drone isn't moving. Oh, hello. What's going on with our assault cannon? It suddenly stopped. Okay. As probably out of ammo because we don't have any spare motors. Right, I might have to do this in a different way. See if we can get close enough quickly.
Critical.
I really hate it when this game does that. It goes all slideshow on me when I'm trying to do something stupid. Really gets on my nerves. It's like, okay, well, I'm trying to do something. Okay, yeah, okay, computer responds. I'm going to go all slideshow because of the fact I'm going to just take all your system resources for no apparent reason and do something else. It's like, I don't get it. And it's always when I'm recording a video. We're going to have to go after those drones, I think. I think that's where I made the tactical error. I need to get the drones to be able to get the motors to be able to repair. At least enough for us to then be able to get back to base, do whatever we need to do to. But it's clearly evident I'm going about this the wrong way. I need dedicated war machinery. Not to mention, a way of being able to have multiple sources for repairs. Right, so at least we know where that is. We'll just take these apart.
Inventory full. Inventory full. Inventory full. Inventory full.
This is really getting weird. Even just doing this, it's starting to get slow.
Inventory full. Inventory full. Inventory full. Inventory full. Inventory full. Inventory full.
Okay. The rest of this is just
Inventory
steel plate. Oh, I see, there's bits over here too.
Inventory full. Inventory full. Inventory full. Inventory full.
It's cleared a bit of room. Alright, so still getting the last few bits and pieces. Hopefully we can get that. Alright, that sounds like repairs going on. Please be. Yes! Whoa, 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 whoa! Hold on.
Fuel low.
Damn it. Oh! Okay. So I'm back in. We know what's going to happen next. I'm going to head back towards the dropship in an attempt to defend her. Also move more towards our target over here. And that's the way we do things. I need more guns. So scrap the idea of going spaceborne. I think we just need to focus on being able to defend ourselves on the ground. I mean, the land shark is great because of the fact that we can actually focus on a lot of ground defense based things and transport and stuff like that. We'll come back for more of the parts of that. Right, I think that's taking care of all of them. No. Now it has. Whew. Okay, so it looks like we can just about take care of ourselves. Yeah, I think we need to beef up the land shark. Actually turn it into a shark. I think gone are the days of playing Mr. Nicey Nicey. I think now we've really got to get serious. Now that the enemy is fighting back tooth and nail. Alright, I think what I'm going to do in the meantime, whilst this is all sorting itself out, I'm going to change the way that Build and Repair System 1 works. So instead of grind before weld, we're going to have weld before grind. So we've got one that is dedicated for repair. Pardon me. One that's dedicated for repair. The other one that's dedicated for, well, taking apart the enemy systematically. More guns are definitely needed, so we're going to have to work on some sort of platform for that. That's going to prove interesting. I've already got some ideas formulating in this noggin of mine, which includes where the connection point is probably going to have to move. I'm not 100% sure. There's going to be some serious changes to the land shark anyway. Oh, blimey, we've lost a side panel there. So I think, yeah, I'm going to have to go away. I'm going to do some repairs on the land shark. I'll say repairs. I mean, I need to put things in place on the land shark so that things can be built. But yeah, we've taken out that pirate base. I mean, it took a while to figure out how to do it. We know what we're going to be doing next. We definitely need to do some... Excuse me. Where the hell did that come from? You're telling me there was something in here that was Prototech? I thought that was only for Ujimi Flip, that other organisation, whose name's currently escaping me. But you guys know who I mean. The ones I've tried to defeat several times and not been able to do anything with. Factorium. There we go. Remembered it in the end. No, I don't see anything that would even remotely resemble any Prototech parts. That's a set light. It's an oxygen tank. Spotlight. Nothing. Nada. Zippo. Zilch. Zero. That actually would state that there was actually Prototech in there. So I think I probably just picked up some parts. It was like a random drop or something. Funny. Go in there, drop off the other side. I don't know. Okay. Yeah, because there's like weapons in there as well. We got some of the credits, flare gun stuff. Alright, so I think... Yeah, I think it is a case of I need to just go ahead try and figure out repairs and things like that as I go along. Well, that was hair-raising, but interesting. Alright guys, well thanks for joining me, and I'll catch you next time on Akenjulous Gaming.